everyone. Welcome to today's live. Are you able to hear me? Just give me 5 minutes and we will get started. So today we will be discussing about we'll be doing some problems, some around 16 questions from the chapter linear equations in two variables. Are you able to see? Are you able to hear me? Yes, okay. Just give me 5 minutes of time. Okay, we'll get started in 5 minutes. thank you so much for joining in. I hope all of you can hear me. So, can you please put your names in the chat? Yeah, I have shared the links in few of the groups. So, hoping few more can join. Okay. So today we'll be doing some MCQ questions from the third unit of class 10, which is pair of linear equations in two variables. It's a very easy chapter, a very good chapter. Let me know if we can get started. Have your notebook and let's do it together. Okay, even if we are able to do 10 or 15 questions in an hour, this live session will be till 7 p.m. IST. It will be a good learning for all of you. So can you all hear me? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So to get started with the first question, so linear equations, it's a very good chapter. You have got a couple of few methods, important methods. That is, initially we'll just learn about what do you mean by linear equations. We have a pair of linear equations wherein we'll have to solve for x and y variables, and then we have to we can solve it using either graphical method or algebraic method, and then within algebraic method you have a lot of word problems. So that's all this unit is all about. Okay, it's a very good chapter, very easy chapter, but again there are few things that you have to remember it. Would you like me to can we get started? Yes. So before I start with the first question of today, let me give you a brief idea about what this is all about. Okay, what do you mean by linear equation? So okay, so always your linear equation is always of the form, say, ax plus by equal to c. Okay, so this is a basic linear equation. So you have got two variables, right? These are x and y are variables, and the degree of the power of these variables are 1. That's why it's called a linear. Okay, so these are linear equations because the degree of the variable is 1, right? So a and b and c, these are the coefficients. Now this is, when you're plotting a linear equation, it will always be a straight line graph. It will always be a straight line graph. Okay, and whenever you are dealing with a pair of linear equations, how do you represent it? a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, right? a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, right? So suppose if this is one of the linear equation and this is the second linear equation, each of these linear equations are, what kind of lines are they? Equation 1 would be a straight line, equation 2 will also be a straight line, right? So now whenever you have a single linear equation, correct? So for example, say x minus y equal to 1. Now if your x is 0, right, if your x value is 0, your y will be, what will be your y? Y will be minus 1. If your x value is 1, right, what will be your y? It will be 0. Like that, whenever you have an individual linear equation, the number of solutions, that means the number of x and y which will satisfy this linear equation, okay, so depending on the value of x, your y value will differ, isn't it? So let me, if you do not know, let's just discuss it. So depending on, suppose your x is 2, what will be the value of y? Can you tell me in the chat? If x equal to 2, what will be your y? If x equal to 2, what will be your y? So 2 minus y equal to 1, y will be 2 minus 1, which is 1. Yes or no? 1. Okay. So if x is equal to 3, what will be the value of y? If x equal to 3, what will be the value of y? If x is equal to 3, what will be the value of y? It will be 2, right? So each of these, right? Each of these are the solutions of the linear equation. Each of these. So x equal to 0 means y equal to 1. This is one solution. That means this is the value of x and this is the value of y, which is satisfying this linear equation. So this is one solution. Another, x equal to 1, y equal to 0. This is another value of x and y which will satisfy this. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So each of these are called as solutions of the linear equation. Okay. So if you are given just one single linear equation, you will have infinitely many solutions. There will be many solutions. What do you mean by solution? That value of x and y which satisfies a given linear equation, that is what is called the solution. Is it clear? So that value of x and y which will satisfy any given linear equation, that is what is called the solution of the equation. So you should know the meaning of solution. Find the solution of this equation means they are asking you to find the x and y value. Okay. So for a single linear equation, how many solutions will a single linear equation have? How many solutions will a single linear equation have? It will have infinitely many solutions. Because for any value of x, suppose your x is 10, what will be the value of y? Y will be 9. If your x is 11, your y, what will be your y value? So it depends upon whatever value of x you have, isn't it? If x is 11, y will be 10. Only then you will get a 1. So depending on the value of x, your y will change. And each of these pair is what is called a solution. Let me write it here. These are what are called a solution of the linear equation. And one single linear equation will have infinitely many solutions. Okay. Now, if you have a pair, two linear equations, there are three scenarios that you have to remember. Okay. So whenever you have a pair, that means two linear equations, and if you have to solve them, right, you should know how many solutions will it contain. That means how many will there be only one x and y value which will satisfy both the equations? Will it have more than one x and y values which will satisfy both the equations, or will a given pair not have any value of x and y which will satisfy both? So there are three scenarios that are possible. What is the first scenario? The first scenario is nothing but, suppose your a1 is nothing but the coefficient of x, right, in the first equation. b1 is the coefficient of y in this first equation, and c1 is a constant. a2, b2, c2, these are the coefficients in the second linear equation. In that case, your first scenario is nothing but if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, just by looking at the pair of equations, you will be able to tell many information you will be able to say. The first one is just take the ratios a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 and solve it. If you get that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, what should you write? You should write this particular pair or the system of linear equation will have unique solution. Okay, unique solution or one solution. Correct? And when you plot it graphically, you will be getting intersecting. The two lines will be intersecting each other. Right? And the point where they intersect, that is what is the solution. Suppose this is the point of intersection, and this point of intersection, the coordinate will be your solution. Is it clear? The point of intersection will be the solution. Will be the solution of the pair of equations. So this is the first part. This is the first scenario that you have to remember. Okay. So did everybody understand? Like 6 of you who are there in the chat, are you able to understand this? Okay, so whenever you have, so I told you already, if you have a single linear equation, how many solutions will it have? How many solutions will it have? If you have a single linear equation, then it will have infinitely many solutions. If you have a pair, then there are 3 scenarios possible. Okay, the second scenario is nothing but correct, infinite. Okay, so the first scenario is if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then it is unique solution or one solution. The lines will be intersecting each other and the system is consistent. The system will be consistent. You can make a note of it. In the second scenario, if your ratios, all the 3 ratios, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, that is also equal to c1 by c2, all the 3 ratios are equal. In that case, the lines, the number of solutions will be infinite. Okay, it will have infinitely many solutions. When you plot it graphically, okay, the lines will coincide over each other. The lines will coincide. Okay, the lines will coincide, or you can call it coincident lines. Okay, or overlapping lines. Here also the system is consistent because it will have many solutions. Okay, and you can also say that each equation is dependent on each other. You should also remember, these are the points that you have to remember. So when we are solving the questions, these are the important information that will help you. Okay, the third scenario is, suppose your a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2. In that case, it has no solution. There is no value of x and y which will satisfy both the given pair of linear equations, right? And the lines are parallel to each other. The lines will be parallel to each other. No solution at all. And if it has no solution, then the system is called as inconsistent system. How is the system? The system. So these are the 3 scenarios that you should remember. So when you are doing questions, this information will definitely help you. And repeating, so if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, if these ratios are not equal, right, immediately you should think of that the pair of the system of linear equations have unique solution. The lines will be intersecting at a point. The coordinates of the point of intersection is the solution of the equation. Okay. And then if all the 3 ratios are equal, then it will have infinitely many solutions. The lines overlap each other and the system is consistent because it has infinitely many solutions, and you also say it is dependent. If the first 2 ratios are equal but these are not equal to the third ratio, that is c1 by c2, then you can say that the pair of linear equations do not have any solution. What do you mean by solution? It means there cannot be a value of x and y which is satisfying both the equations. Okay, and how is graphically when you plot, it is going to be parallel lines and the system is going to be inconsistent. So this is the information that you need to know before we get started with the questions. Okay. Can we go ahead with the questions? So this is the first question for you. Have you made a note of it? Any doubts so far? Let me pause here because this is the first very important part of your third chapter. Is this clear? Any doubts so far in these 3 scenarios? How do you find, whenever you are given a system of equations and if you have to find how many solutions it will have, what kind of graph will it, will it intersect at a point, or will it overlap, or will it be parallel? Okay, these are the situation. Or if a pair of equations are given to you, how will you say that whether it is consistent or not consistent? All this information, all these kinds of questions can be answered if you understand these 3 scenarios. Is this clear to everybody? Or if you have any questions, please ask now. If it's clear, you can type it clear, and then we can start solving the first question. If it is not clear, if you have any doubts, please ask. Clear? Okay. So the first question for you. A system of two linear equations in two variables is inconsistent if the lines in the graph are, is it coincident, parallel, intersecting at one point, intersecting at right angles. So how is it? Whenever you have a system of two linear equations in two variable and it is inconsistent, can you try it? What would be the answer? The answer is, if it is inconsistent, that means it has no solution. So it is the third scenario, right? So the lines will be parallel to each other. Correct. Absolutely right. So the answer is B. That is, the lines will be parallel. So this is an MCQ question. Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Which out of the following type of straight lines will be represented by the system of equations? You are given a system of equation. You have to find out which of the following type of straight lines will be represented. Will it be parallel? Will it be intersecting, coincident, or perpendicular to each other? How will you do it? So your system. So what is your A1? A1 is nothing but 3. What is your B1? B1 is 4. C1 is nothing but 5. A2 is 6. B2 is 8. And your C2 is nothing but, what is your C2? 7. Okay. So I have just written, this is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Okay. Now if you are taking the ratios, so A1 by A2, what is the ratio? 3 by 6, which is nothing but 1 by 2. What is your B1 by B2 ratio? 4 divided by 8, so which is nothing but 1 by 2. What is your C1 by C2? You cannot simplify it further, it is 5 by 7. Okay, so what are you getting here? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it is not equal to C1 by C2. So what is the scenario? It is the third scenario. That means parallel. Correct. Absolutely right. So the scenario, it's nothing but, the answer is A. Okay. Since, therefore, you can write the given pair of equations are parallel. Okay. The given pair of straight lines are parallel to each other. So if it is parallel, what are the other informations that will it have a solution? It will not have a solution. So no solution is the answer. Will the system be consistent or inconsistent? It will be inconsistent. Okay, so this for your understanding. So whenever you are solving questions, okay, make sure you understand the concept thoroughly. Okay, so more than solving the question, you have to understand why is this a given answer, why is this specific question, for this question why is parallel the answer. Understand the concept so that any question of this kind, if it comes from this concept, you should be able to answer it, right? Can we move on to the next question? The next question is here. Can we move on to the next question? Have you all completed this? Okay. Now, the third question for you. The condition for which the pair of equations you are given, they already, it's told, right? The condition for which the pair of equations represent parallel lines. So, what is the condition for parallel lines? You are given a pair of equations, ax plus 2y equal to 7 and your 3x plus by equal to 16, right? Since you are given they are parallel lines, since you are already given that the pair of equations are parallel. What is the condition? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it is not equal to C1 by C2. So just substitute it. So A by 3 should be equal to 2 by B, but it is not equal to 7 by 16 or minus 7 by minus 16. Right? So what is the value? You can consider the two ratios which are equal. Cross multiply, you will get AB equal to 6. So this is your answer. Option B is your correct answer. AB is equal to 6. Okay. Oh, correct. Thank you. Thank you for reminding. Just a second. Yeah. B1 by B2. I hope it is correct. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I hope it's all correct now. Is it correct? You can also, take it all to this side, right? You can also write it as ax plus 2y minus 7 equal to 0. You can write 3x plus by minus 16 equal to 0. So this is also possible. So in that case, your C1 and C2 will be minus 7 divided by minus 16. Either ways, it's going to be correct. So this was asked in 2023 question paper, compartment question paper. Now the next question. The pair of linear equations, you are given two equations. It represents two lines which are, can you identify, can you find it out? Question number 4. Just take the ratios and see. Okay, so you are given 2x. I'm going to take it all to the LHS side. Minus 5y minus 6 equal to 0. This is your first equation. And then your 6x minus 15y minus 18 equal to 0. Okay. Now let us take what is A1 by A2 ratio. What is A1 by A2? 2 divided by 6. So 1 by 3 is your A1 by A2. What is your B1 by B2? Minus 5 divided by minus 15. Minus minus gets cancelled. So 5 3s are, so this is also 1 by 3. What is your C1 by C2? Minus 6 divided by minus 18. Okay, this is also 1 by 3. Therefore, what do you get? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Now, in this case, how will your lines look like? So, which scenario is this? I taught you something in the beginning. Which scenario? Is this the first scenario, or is it the second scenario, or is it the third scenario? Can anybody tell me? Which scenario is this? Correct. Yes. So this is the second scenario, and here the lines will be coinciding each other. It will be coincident lines. How many solutions will it have? It will have infinitely many solutions. That means there will be many values of x and y which can satisfy this given pair of equations. There can be more than one. There can be many values of x and y which can satisfy both the pairs. Okay, so the answer is, what is the answer? It is C, that is coincident. Is it clear? Okay, so what other things do you know? Okay, you know it's coincident. The lines are coincident. It will have infinitely many solutions. What other things did I tell you? The equation is dependent on each other. This is also a point I told you. And then, is the system consistent or inconsistent? It is consistent. So in case if you are asked on other lines also, you should be able to write it. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Is the question easy? Can we move on to the next question? Yeah, of course, these were not asked, but then you should know all of these points. Whenever a given scenario, when in one of the three scenarios, if you are able to, on solving your ratio of A1, A2, B1, B2, if you are able to get to one scenario, then all the points you should remember and recollect. Okay, how the graph of the two lines will look like, how many solutions will it have, will the system be consistent or inconsistent, are the equations dependent on each other, all of these points are very very important. Okay, are you able to follow me? Is my are you able to understand clearly? I hope you're even making a note of these points. Let's move on to the next question, the fifth question. The pair of equations. Okay, thank you so much for responding. Thank you. Yes, two of you have told that you can understand. I'm super glad that you're able to understand. Okay, so can we continue these kind of sessions every Sunday? Okay, in case if there is a small change in the time, if I'm not able to join at 6 p.m. due to some personal reasons, I will put it across in the WhatsApp, the post, right? In my channel there is something called a post, so I'll post it in case if there is a change in the time. Okay, in case if I'm not able to join due to some unavoidable reasons at 6 p.m., I will definitely have the session probably at 9 p.m. Okay, at a later time. So I please do subscribe and do keep a check on the post around evening time. Okay, in case if there is a slight change in the time, I'll definitely put it in the post. Okay, so that all of you are informed. And you can also follow my WhatsApp channel. The link will be there in the description of recent videos, so you can even follow those channels, like my WhatsApp channel of Numeriq Learning. You will be getting the regular updates on the video solutions of daily practice problems, wherein you can solve questions along with me for 20 minutes. That will also be super helpful. I'm getting extremely good feedback for Do Math With Me. Are you familiar with Do Math With Me series? Did you check it out? Okay, in case if you haven't, do check out. There is a playlist which is called as Do Math With Me. Okay, let me show it to you here. So if you go to, so this is the post that I was talking about. Okay, in case if due to some unavoidable reasons, if in case the time is changed, I will post an update here. Okay, and go to your playlist. See here, you can see Do Math With Me, right? So this is a playlist which I am updating regularly. Okay, so you can just check all of these, right? Each and every video will be approximately say 20 minutes of your time. Every day you can practice. You can do one video at a time. Okay, you will learn a lot. We have only completed till 22-23 days have been over. All the possible questions from chapter 1 linear equations and chapter 1 real numbers and chapter 2 polynomials. So I will be starting linear equations in the next video onwards. So do check it, and it will be a huge learning this. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, so let's move on to the fifth question. Yeah, the pair of equations, you are given a pair of equations and you are also told that they represent parallel lines. So the minute you see parallel lines, what scenario should you think of? It is the third scenario that you should think of, wherein A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but that is not equal to C1 by C. So this scenario should immediately come to your mind, where A and B are integers. Can you check which of the condition is true? Can you do it? Is that also AB equal to, is this the same question that we did earlier? Is this the same question that we did earlier? Okay, let me also do it and see if I am getting. So your A1 by A2 is nothing but A by 3 is equal to 2 by B, but that is not equal to 9 by 18, again, which is equal to 1 by 2. So again AB is equal to 6. Okay, so this is because the lines are parallel. A very similar question we did some time back. So AB equal to 6. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Try it out. You are given the pair of lines, they represented, the pair of lines represented by a linear equation, or you have to find out which of the following will be the correct one. For this is one line, this is another line. So the pair of lines, how will they graphically, how once you represent these two lines graphically, will they be perpendicular, will they be parallel, will they be intersecting, or will they be coinciding? Can you do it? So let me also do it for you. Just see your A1 by A2 ratio. So what is your A1? 3. What is your A2? It is 4. Okay. What is your B1 by B2? So this is your A1 by A2 is 3 by 4. Your B1 by B2 is nothing but 2 divided by 8. What do you see here? Is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2? No. So the minute you have A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then what is it? It's the first scenario. That means the lines are intersecting. Okay, the lines are intersecting. And how many solutions will it have? Will this system of equations have? So the answer is C. How many solutions it will have? It will have only one solution or unique solution. Okay, unique or one solution. Will the system be consistent or inconsistent? Will the system be consistent or inconsistent? It will be consistent because it has a solution. Okay, both the scenarios, if it has a solution or if it has one or many solutions, in both the scenarios the system is called consistent. Right? Correct, absolutely right. Can we move on to the next question? If once you are ready, let me know. The others, if you have any doubts, I can see 3-4 of you responding to me. I'm super happy that you are able to understand, you are able to do the MCQ very quickly. Let me know if you have any doubts on, okay, while we are solving. If you get any doubts, do let me know. Moving on to the next question. Yes, the 7th question. You have to find whether the lines representing the following pair of linear equations, they intersect at a point, or are they parallel, or do they coincide. How will you do it? First of all, let's write what is your let's write your equation first of all. Say 3x plus y equal to 7. Okay, so 6x plus 2y equal to 8. What is your A1 by A2? It is 3 by 6, which is nothing but 1 by 2. B1 by B2, what is it? It's also 1 by 2. What's the C1 by C2? It is 7 divided by 8. So what is the scenario? Yes, it's a very good. You people are really quick. Yes, it's a scenario wherein your A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but this is not equal to C1 by C2. Neither the first one nor the second one are equal to the third ratio. So in that case, what is it? The lines are parallel. If the lines are parallel, how many solutions will it have? No solution. And the system is inconsistent. So these are the three. Okay, so you can write, right? Therefore the given pair of linear equations are parallel. That's what will be your answer. Okay. Very good. Let me know once you have completed, then we will move on to the next one. Has this chapter been taught to you already? Because all of you are answering really well. I just want to know if this chapter has been completed for you in your school and if you are just revising it. Yes, completed. Okay. And you can also suggest me topics for the next next week, right? Next every Sunday we are going to have. So the next Sunday you can also suggest me the topic. Can we have probably, you know, in the first 3 chapters, which is the topic that you would like to would you like me to take? You can also suggest, right? And or we can continue solving linear equations. So this is the 8th question. You can also suggest towards the end. Chapter 2. Okay, so next week we can do chapter 2 again. Okay, probably some tricky questions we cannot, rather than MCQs, we can do some tricky questions or case study questions. I will gather and we can do it next Sunday. Real numbers word problems, that is also in my mind. Okay, so word problems related to LCM HCF, I've got a list of say close to 100 questions. Okay, we can just quickly we'll spend some time thinking and analyzing whether it's an LCM based problem or HCF. Okay, so once we do a couple of questions, you'll be able to understand the logic behind how to solve a word problem using LCM HCF. Okay, so that also I do have plans to take one session exclusively for word problems in real numbers, right? Okay, so question number 8. Again, you are given, find whether the lines representing the following pair of equations, they intersect at a point, or are they parallel, or are they coincident? Can you quickly check and tell me? So by looking here, I can see a1 by a2 is equal to 1, right? So a1 by a2 is the same thing, 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, which is nothing but 1 over 1. What about b1 by b2? It is nothing but 5 by 3 divided by 2 by 3, which is equal to 5 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 2, right? So which is nothing but 5 by 2. This is your second ratio. What is your c1 by c2? 7 by 6. Now the minute you have a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, what can you write about it? What can you write? The first scenario, that is the lines intersect at a point. These are intersect, they intersect at a point. Correct, absolutely right. So how many solutions will it have? It will have unique solution or exactly one solution. And the system of these equations, these two equations, they are said to be consistent. Okay, yeah, it's the first scenario. So we have done 8 questions so far. Can we move on to the 9th? Can we move on to the next question? I hope I'm not being fast. Yes, okay. Yes, write down now. The 9th question. You are given, again, it's the same, similar kind of a question. Find whether the lines representing the following pair, whether they intersect or are they parallel or do they coincide. Can you find it out? Okay, so let me also do it. 2x plus y plus 3 equal to 0. 4x plus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. So what is your a1 by a2? Is equal to 2 by 4, okay, which is equal to 1 over 1 by 2. What is your b1 by b2? That is also 1 by 2, right? What is your c1 by c2? That also happens to be 3 by 6, which is nothing but 1 by 2. So if all the 3 ratios are equal, then what is the scenario that we saw? b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then it will have infinitely many solutions. How are the lines? The lines are coincident or they overlap each other. They are overlapping lines, one over the other. The system is consistent. Am I correct? Consistent. The system of equation is consistent. So you can say that the given pair of linear equation, therefore you should end your answer like this. Therefore, the given pair of linear equations is coincident. Okay, so this is what you have to write at the end. Can we move on to the next question? Just a minute. Okay, so going on to the next question. Yeah, can you try it out? You are given a pair of equations. Graphically they represent straight lines. Okay, the pair of equations x equal to 2a and y equal to 3b, where a comma b is not equal to 0, graphically represent straight lines, which are they coincident, are they parallel, are they intersecting at 2a comma b? Okay, so what kind of line? So suppose, okay, you have got, let me draw it here. Okay, your x and y axis, right? So this is your x axis and this is your y axis. Suppose x equal to 2a, okay, will be a line. Suppose this is your 2a, right? Always remember x equal to 2a will be a line which is parallel to your y axis, right? Suppose if this is your 3b, this value is your 3b, for example, then y, this, so you have to always write it. Okay, so what is this equation? This equation is nothing but x equal to 2a. Always x equal to some value will be a line parallel to y axis. Okay, y equal to 3b means it's a positive value, so it will be in the positive coordinate. In that case, y equal to 3b, so this will be your line. Okay, so y equal to 3b, this is your line. And where do they intersect? This point will be 2a comma 3b. Yeah, both the lines will intersect. At what point will they intersect? It will be intersecting at 2a comma 3b. So the answer is C. Did you understand? It's not parallel. Do you find it parallel? X equal to 2a should be parallel to y axis. That's what I meant. Okay, whenever you have, say, x equal to 1, it will be here, you will have 1. At x equal to 1, you have to draw a line parallel to y axis. This will be x equal to 2, x equal to 3, like that. Okay, if it is y equal to 1, suppose this is 1, y equal to 1 will be a line parallel to x axis. Clear? This is y equal to minus 1, y equal to minus 2, like this. Okay, y equal to something will be parallel to x axis, x equal to some value will be parallel to y axis. You just have to make sure which side it is. So this is your positive side of x axis, this is your negative side of x axis. This is positive side of y axis, this is negative side of y axis. Suppose the question is x equal to minus 10. Where will you draw? Suppose this is your minus 10, x equal to minus 10 will be a line at x equal to minus 10, it will be parallel to your y axis. So this will be x equal to minus 10. So you have to be careful which side. Is it in the positive side of x axis or negative side? Okay, where are you plotting it? You have to be super careful about it. Are you able to understand this? Is it clear? Is this clear? Whenever you are drawing a line, always mention which equation is being represented by that particular line. So suppose I am drawing a line which is y equal to 3b, I have to write it along the line. I should write, okay, this line that I have drawn is representing this linear equation. The other line that I drew, x equal to 2a, I should write it. Okay, always have the habit of writing which equation is representing that straight line, which linear equation is representing a specific line. Always make sure your diagrams are self-explanatory so that you will get marks. Okay, is it clear to everybody? Is it clear? Okay, can we move on to the next? Okay, do subscribe, do follow this channel if you haven't, okay, so that you get regular updates, and you can also it will be of huge help if you are it will definitely be helpful for you during your board examination preparation if you are solving such questions chapter by chapter every day, okay, at least Monday to Saturday, and Sunday we can have a live session. So let this go on as long as possible, and I would love to hear from you that based on my session or based on my DPPs or based on my do math with me or my video solutions, if you're able to learn something, I am super happy, and if you are able to score well, okay, so do let me know in the comments if you are finding this useful. Let's go and do another question. Yes, the 11th question. In the given figure, the graphs of two linear equations are what is given are shown. Okay, two lines are the pair of these linear equation is, what is it? Is it consistent with unique? Is it consistent with infinitely many solution? Is it inconsistent? But then inconsistent but can be made consistent by extending these lines. What do you think would be the answer? What would you think would be the answer? Is it inconsistent right now? No. Are they parallel to each other? Are they parallel to each other? No, right? What do you mean by inconsistent? Inconsistent means the lines are at present parallel. Do you see these two parallel? No, D is not the correct answer. C is also not the right answer, because inconsistent means parallel lines. They are not parallel to each other, right? Now look at the first line. If we extend these lines, will they intersect at a particular point? If we extend these lines, okay, suppose, let me extend these lines, okay, like this. This is one line, and let me extend this also. What do you see? What do you see? If I extend the two lines, they intersect each other at a unique point. Am I correct? If I extend the two lines, that means they intersect each other at a unique point. So it is a solution. This particular point, probably say x comma y, it is the solution of this particular pair of linear equation. So what should be the answer? It should be the given line or given pair of linear equations are consistent with unique solution. Okay, these are consistent with unique solution. So such questions will also be given to you to test your knowledge on how do you see the minute, how do you visualize and how do you interpret a given lines, right? Given set of lines, you will definitely be tested, and this is what is called as application based learning, right? When you learn a concept, you should understand it in a way that you are able to apply that knowledge to any given question. Okay, so now is this question clear as to why is it consistent with unique solution? Is everybody able to understand? Yes. Okay. Somebody said no, ma'am. Syed, for what did you say no, ma'am? I am just seeing your message in the chat. I think you had sent some no, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Now I am not understanding as to for what reason did you say yes and a no. I couldn't understand. I hope the yes, ma'am is for the question that I asked, whether you are able to understand this specific question. So I think you are saying yes for that. Okay, can we do one more question? Ma'am, for option D I told no. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, can we do one more question before we end the live? Can we do one more question? Yeah. Okay, the 12th question for you. Yeah. The pair of equations x equal to a and y equal to b graphically represents lines which are, can you try it out? Are they parallel? Are they coinciding? Or are they intersecting at b comma a or a comma b? Very, very easy question. I just told you about it also. So you can draw it. Okay, suppose you have a graph, right? X equal to a. Suppose this is your a. Where will your x equal to a be? It will be parallel to your y axis, right? This is your x. Okay, so this will be your x equal to a. Okay, so suppose this is your x axis and this is your y axis. This will be your x equal to a. Okay, let me change the color and draw. Suppose if this is your b, then y equal to b will be a line parallel to your x axis. So this will be your, what will be this line? That will be y equal to b. Where do they intersect? Where do they intersect? What is this point of intersection? It will a comma b. The two lines intersect at a comma b. So what is the answer? Answer, the option is D. Yeah, they intersect at a comma b. Okay. So I think that's all for today. It's 7 p.m. now, and we will continue probably linear equations itself in the next during the next Sunday live. Okay, till then continue practicing, follow the Do Math With Me series, do math every day, and you can ask me any questions anytime in the comments or in the available channels. Okay, and yeah, thank you so much for joining in, and hope it was useful. Hope that 1 hour was useful wherein you understood or you learned something. Do share your feedback in the chat before you leave. Was it useful? Was it helpful? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned something, right? And we made use of 1 hour, understanding and solving questions, some questions. So next Sunday, let us also target to do some MCQ. We'll continue from here on. We'll solve, say, some 10 to 15 questions next week as well. Let's continue linear equations as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Okay.